I'm Sheila with The Grateful Goddess, and with me today is Jennifer Phelps. She's an entrepreneur and owner of Ms. Fix-It. And so why don't you start with...
Ms. Fix-It Home Solutions is basically sort of my evolution of interests and skills. So I started just doing some small home improvement after a major life change. I'd been a landlady and did things myself. So I started doing home repairs and stuff, which was really fun, but then I found myself sort of building more custom spaces, closets and things for people's possessions, and sort of helping them go through things, which is something that I was kind of natural at, so it incorporated professional organizing with that as well. And as things went on, I started working with realtors to stage homes also, so because I could do organizing and helping people prepare for that kind of move, as well as repairs, and then just decorative touches, which is actually really different than, say, interior design, when you're staging for someone to look at it and in a moment decide if they want to purchase it or not. I like that kind of minimalist design. So it's really fun for me. And so I've been doing a lot of that for out-of-town clients and busy professionals who really don't want to hassle it. So really I've become a project manager in many ways, and I can do any part or the whole arc, and I'm having fun.
Yeah, and with spring having definitely sprung, people are very interested in decluttering and clearing and organizing their space.
And a lot of times people underestimate, people think that they're pretty well organized people. They can run the world at work, but then they come home and they just drop everything and they don't want to think about doing anything. So, you sometimes hire people to help you clean your house or to work on your yard or things like that. So, why not hire someone to help you?
Yeah, outside eyes really can help you see things that you can easily overlook.
And that's right. And something's been sitting there for 15 years. Why would you move it over there?
Exactly.
Or wait, I didn't remember I still had that.
Yes.
So it is good to have another pair of eyes.
So have you always had the entrepreneurial spirit? I mean, is this the first sort of business venture, or did you have other ones that led up to this?
Well, I worked with the nonprofit for a really long time, and that was pretty entrepreneurial, actually. We were a small organization, and so it took a bit of creativity every single day, but a lot of independence in setting hours and finding creative ways to problem solve and providing a service for people. That sort of fits for me.
When you mentioned that you help people, it seemed like it was more than helping them on the basis of organization, but there's internal work that goes along with that is kind of how I was hearing that.
Well, and there really is in the organizing and the way that I approach it. Well, for example, client here, her partner had died a couple years ago, and she was having a hard time going through things. And so someone a little bit more objective but supportive, as opposed to, say, friends intimately involved in the situation.
Right.
But she also knew she wanted to move out of the home and was preparing herself. So an objective person and someone who understood a bit about grief, so that's where we started. And then when it was time to move, helping her just, with a lot of clients, with the pre-packing, as I call it. A lot of people call it decluttering, but when you're talking about putting away your personal possessions that are so precious to you, that's just not a nice word. So pre-packing is a great way to put it. But it also helps people, I enjoy helping people start to detach a little from the home that they want to leave, so that they're really able to go and embrace whatever is next. Before she left the last time, I said, if you want to have any kind of closure with the home, now is the time to do it, because it won't look the same next time you come back. It's going to be dramatically different. And so I don't want you to miss the opportunity of saying goodbye to the home as it is.
What are you most passionate about in terms of your business? What's your favorite part? What do you connect with the most?
Well, really, it's the intangible part. Right now, I love doing what I'm doing. I love helping people create more efficient and functional, but also heartfelt spaces for themselves. I like doing that. I really enjoy helping people move on to new and exciting things. I enjoy that a lot, and I really do like transforming homes. And I also like that when I bring people into a job, say things that I don't do, whether it's plumbers, electricians, and things like that, I'm also helping people with work and providing a really good service for the homeowner. But really, it's the intangible part that's most important to me. I really like to bring a sense of service to what I do.
Mm-hmm.
I want people to feel good about what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
I want to help people feel more prepared for what's next.
Mm-hmm.
And often they have to find closure with something from the past in order to embrace that. So finding what that is for people, sometimes it's just pretty practical.
Yes.
And a lot of times there's a little kernel or a nugget
Mm-hmm.
that's really important. And to me, to be of service in that way
Mm-hmm.
is my favorite thing. I do like to play a little bit with the gender assumptions, although that's happening a little less, even in the few years, say 5.5 years I've been doing this, almost 6, hard to believe, but in this way, I've always been pretty handy, and that's always been a surprise to some people. Not exactly what they expect when I show up on the doorstep with my tools,
Right.
you know, and power tools and things like that, which I like.
Yes.
But
I see that as such an inspiration to young women that, you know, you can do whatever
Exactly.
you are.
Course for Girl Scouts.
Yes.
They have a Ms. Fix-It badge.
Oh,
It's Ms., not
awesome.
Miss, but it's
Excellent.
Ms., which I love. And I showed up there like, you're Ms. Fix-It? You're not what we expected. And which I love because you don't have to look a certain way or be a certain type of woman to be the sort of woman who can wield tools. But I always think, though, that people should follow what they love to do. And even if they have a full-time job, don't necessarily feel like you have to quit that and start your own business in order to follow your heart. At least find something fun that you enjoy doing